What is going on, guys? How's everyone doing today? I am back here with yet another video, and it's been quite some time now. I know it's going to be weird for you guys to hear that because I posted a video last week, but I didn't make that video yet. So this video will be officially my first video back, so I apologize if I stumble over my words or like am a little bit off because it's been like 2 months since I actually talked in front of a camera. But anyway, regardless, I have an install for you guys. As you can tell by the hat, I'm pretty sure like 90% of my installs I'm wearing this hat. But anyway, regardless, we will be installing this bad boy. You can probably tell by the title of this video, it's a Cobb, come on now, a Cobb short throw shifter. I went with the double adjustable, so I can adjust if I want the shift knob to be a little taller or if I want it to be shorter, and I can adjust the throw. So anyway, I'll do my best to make a how-to video. It's been quite some time since I made a how-to video, so I apologize if it's not like in-depth, but what you guys will need, right here, if I can find it. I don't want to scratch this up, so I'm just going to put it in my pocket. But what you guys will need for this install is two 12mm wrenches or ratchets, whichever you do. So please, I gotta find a second one. This might take a while, so I'll just cut it out. Alright, so I got my 2 wrenches. You will need a rubber mallet. I have a better one. I don't know where though, but I'm probably not going to end up out here. Rubber mallet, so you can beat the crap out of it and actually get it in where it like fits. And I have a WRX shift knob, and if you don't have one, this doesn't really apply to you. But it has a lock nut, and with that lock nut, it is a, let's see if I can find it. It's a 3/4 wrench to get that lock nut off, just so I can take the attachment off and all that. And also, I think I have it in the car, but I need an attachment, a 10mm socket, and that's pretty much optional. I'll tell you why in just a moment, but these should be the 4. Am I an idiot? Yeah, 4? Yeah, 4. Okay, 4 things that you should need. You also need like some sort of Vaseline or like grease to put on the bushings and the little, whatever you want to call it, on the bottom that actually sits into place. And I believe that's it. So let's get into the car and I'll show you guys what to take off, and yeah. So theoretically, this should be a really simple install. Oh, I should probably check if I got the right attachment. Give me a moment. I'm sorry. It's been a while since I did this. Cool. All right. So this should be a fairly simple install. I'm sorry for the light. I was going to do it outside, but it's a little bit cloudy and, you know, not really good lighting. But before I ramble on, because it has been quite some time, this is a really simple install, but I don't want to get my hopes up because, you know, when you do stuff to yourself, things don't go as easy as planned. But anyway, so what you need to do, I'll take you guys right here, is you need to take off these two plastic pieces, which is really simple. All you gotta do is get a little bit of oogas. I'm gonna try to do it with one hand. I usually grab here and then pull up. There's like 2 tabs right here that just need to be like that, and then it should easily come. Oh, I just put it back in place. There we go. It should easily just come out. This is really hard to do with one hand. It'll be easier with 2 hands. Now, you can choose to unplug the mirrors if you just have the mirrors. I choose to keep it plugged in due to the fact I just don't want to, you know, plug it back in later. So you can just set it off to the side. As you can see, it's out of the way. And this you can just easily pull up on one side, pull up on the other. I have to take my shift knob off first. Let me do that real quick. And it's really simple, really simple. You just don't be afraid to give it the beans, because they are on by clips. So this just easily slides up, and there we go. As you can see, it's all off. This metal plate is where the 10mm are. The 12mm will be where the shifter actually holds into place. Now I'm just going to take some time and get that one nut off, because obviously I need that. And I will take the time to just take off those 12mm bolts. I don't think you guys need to know how to take off, you know, some bolts. It's not like they're rusted on or anything, but basically there's 2 12mm. You just put one on one side. Obviously you guys know how to take off bolts. It's just quite simple. 1 bolt, 1 nut, simple on and off. Pretty much simple enough, and yeah, I'll get that off and then I'll check back up with you guys. Okay, so I got the bolt out. It smelled, my gosh, what does it smell like? I don't think it's supposed to smell like that. Maybe some PB blaster came up when I was doing something else. Anyway, so as you can tell, it's off. Let me get some light here for you guys so you can actually see what's going on. I'm really sorry. It's been so long since I actually made a video. But anyway, bolt's off, and how you get this stock thing out, it just slides out of this, whatever you want to call it. But basically, it should fall over. Just pretty much put it down to the 4th, and then just keep pushing, 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 and there we go. That's simple. That's simple. All right, got it out. Really easy. And now, getting on to the Vaseline part. Oh, I should mention, before we go any farther, these bushings, you should replace. Not replace, you should transfer over to the new shift knob, because they don't give you new ones, so obviously, why am I having such a hard time? Hello? Alright, give me a second. I got it, okay? I don't know why that was so hard. It shouldn't be that hard. You should put some, like, grease before you put it back in. Some Vaseline. I do have Vaseline. Give me a second. Oh! Got it! Because I don't have some grease, I'm using Vaseline. You know, obviously it really doesn't matter what you use, but I'm using Vaseline at the moment. So all you do is just put a little bit, a little dabble do ya. Just on there, get it all good. Obviously I'm not a professional, so I don't know where to put it. Don't get angry if I'm putting it in the wrong spot or anything like that. I don't claim to be a professional. If you like the way I do it, great. You can be sure to use my tips and tricks. If you don't, yeah, well, this is how I'm doing it. So you just lube it up. Give it a good lube. You just slide them on. Pretty much simple. They just slide right on. And then you're good to go. Now, before we go any farther, I gotta clean my hand because I gotta move you guys. So before we go any farther with this, I have to tell you about this metal plate that you see right here. Now, when you install the short shifter, this raises up, which makes the throws short. Oh, you guys can't even see, my bad. So this thing raises up to make the throws a little more shorter. Now, if you raise it up too much, it's gonna hit this metal plate back here. Now, you can just cut like this corner out, so theoretically you don't have to take this out. I personally don't know what is the point in this metal plate, and plus I don't have like a grinder or anything to cut it with, so I'm just gonna take this whole thing out, and you know, if anything happens or I don't really like how things are, basically, I'll tell you guys. But as of right now, I will be taking all 4 of these bolts out. They're just 10 millimeters, just so we have enough clearance for the short shifter. So let me get that all taken out. Center, there we go. I'm gonna get that all taken out, and then we can move on to how we are gonna install this. Okay, so I got it off. That took maybe, I don't know, 5 minutes or something like that. I should mention, if you do end up taking this off, on the bottom of this, as you can see, it's kind of like clean and all that. There is a rubber piece that goes, I can just show you guys. There is a rubber piece that goes like underneath it. Hopefully you guys can see that pretty well. I don't think you can. It did stick to the metal piece that came out. If you do not keep this in, it's basically just like a hole to the outside world, basically. So I'm going to keep that in. I'm going to put the bolt back in just so this isn't like slipping around or anything like that. And yeah, so if you do end up taking it out, just be cautious to keep this in, because if not, as you guys can see, like that's the ground, like that's the outside world. So I'm gonna keep it in. I don't know what the heck someone did, like whoever owned this before me, but this thing is ripped to shreds. I thought this vehicle was stock. I thought it was stock, but some tampering with my car. Anyway, so I'm gonna put the bolts back in, just so, you know, I don't lose that rubber piece and I just get, you know, splashed by whatever decides to come through that hole. So I'm going to put the bolts back in, and then we can actually get on to how to install the short shifter. So I'm gonna sit here for another 5-10 minutes, you guys can sit back, relax, and just wait for the next clip. Okay, so I got that in, and I don't think you guys need to really see it. So anyway, putting this, what is it called? Oh, I'm drawing a blank. Short shifter in. So putting the short shifter in, we obviously got to lube up this little, whatever you want to call it. This is a family-friendly channel, so I don't know what I'm gonna call it. So we're just gonna lube up the ball. A little ball over here. I need more. Don't skimp on the Vaseline. I called it lube, but this is family-friendly. This is family-friendly. We're gonna keep it like that. None of you dirty-minded people. Anyway, so that should be sufficient enough. I really don't think so. I'm very cautious. So there. That should be good. Alright, let me wipe up my hand. Now basically what we're gonna do is, it might sound dumb, but there's really no other way to get this in. So, this is why we have the rubber mallet. What we're gonna do, set it where it needs to go, and then just bang, wail on it. I mean, give it so much beans that you're on the toilet for about a week. Alright? Give it that much beans. You're just gonna hit it down until it goes in, and yeah, it's gonna seem like you're breaking it, but we have a rubber mallet for a reason. So if you were using a metal one, you were gonna mess up the threads and all that. So we have a metal one, rubber one, my bad. And yeah, I'll show you guys the process. So basically, if you don't know what I just said, here, right, it's in, hopefully it's in. Hopefully it's in. And then just basically hit the top. So I'm just gonna set you guys over here. Hopefully that's a good angle. Maybe it's not, maybe it is. And theoretically, oh, make sure when you're doing this, the barrel is like facing towards you so it doesn't interfere with the, I don't know what you want to call it, the other metal piece in this whatever mechanism. So yeah, make sure the barrel is towards you so it doesn't hit anything else. Okay, this needs to move. There we go. All right, so here we go. Should just 1, 2, 3. Boom! First try. Look at that. That's how it's done, folks. That was just a one whack and done. So it's in. And you know what I just realized I did not do? You know what, how like off I am and how not like in tune with making videos? I did not show you guys how, or like how long, that's what I'm trying to say? Yeah, how long the throws is. Okay, so now since I had some time to gather my thoughts and like take a deep breath, I didn't show you guys how long the throws are with the stock shifter, but I'm pretty sure if you are watching this video that you already know how long a throw is on a stock WRX. So anyway, hopefully you guys don't mind that I didn't show you, but it's in. The Cobb is in, so that's all good. All we have to do is just basically bolt it back up. Well, I have to do a little twist. There we go. There we go. Twist that and bolt it back up, and then I'll see if the throws are, you know, different or the same. You know, obviously, if you want a shorter throw or a longer, I'm pretty sure you don't want a longer throw, but if you want a shorter throw, all you have to do is, I'm picking you guys up. All you have to do is, if you guys can see this, I'll shed some light on the situation. Oh my gosh, I'm so funny. All you have to do is loosen the bottom and middle. That way you will either change the throw. So bottom and middle, change the throw. If you want to change the height of your shifter, it is the top and middle. All right. So a little tidbit information, and I was looking up how to, you know, obviously how to do this because I've never done this before, and you know, call me an idiot or whatnot. But anyway, I did hear that be very, very careful when tightening down the Allen, whatever you want to call it, whatever, the nuts, because the threads will strip. If you over tighten them, they will strip, and Cobb does not reimburse you if you strip the threads. So be very careful. Just snug it up. You don't have to over tighten it, and yeah, you should be good. They do give you an Allen key. I'm not an expert. I told you guys I'm not an expert, but they do give you an Allen key. So you know, just keep it in your car. If it slips, you know, tighten it. Obviously, if it doesn't, then you're good to go. So I'm gonna put the bolts back in, and I'm gonna test the throw and all that, put my shift knob back on, and I might keep my dash looking like this, simply because, you know, if I want a shorter throw, I'll adjust it as I need to. But yeah, let me get those bolts back in, let me get my shift knob on, and then I'll actually tell you guys if this actually, you know, made a shorter throw. So, give me a second. Okay, so I'm just sitting here fiddling with it, and for some reason, I don't know why, but my placement for like neutral seems like really far back. I don't know if that's typical, but it seems really far back. Like, this is neutral. So there's first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and then old good reverse. I don't know if that's typical. I'm assuming it is. I don't know. Maybe I just have to extend the this, whatever you want to call it. I can't think right now. But yeah, I might extend the throw a little bit. You do have to be careful that you don't rub, where's my phone? Rub this little rubber piece back here, right back there. You do not want to rub it. So I don't think I have enough room to like actually like adjust it, because it seems like pretty fine through all the gears. I might just have to get used to it, or like, yeah, like I said, adjust this where I put my shift knob. But other than that, it feels fine. I'm gonna drive it around, do a little POV type driving to get my like official opinion on it. But, you know, just checking up on it and looking at it, I don't rub anything. I don't, let me see here. No, it's just hitting the rubber. I don't rub anything. I can get into all gears. I'm pretty happy with it as of right now. I'm just gonna adjust the shift knob placement real quick. If I can get this off. Excuse me. You see, a problem I'm seeming to have is usually that's where my neutral position was, right? This is where it was. This is where it is. I don't know if I don't know what's going on. But when I shift down into second, it hits this plastic piece right here. So I don't know what's going on. Maybe I'm dumb. I'm probably gonna end up taking off the shift knob again. Like I said at the beginning of this video, I told you guys nothing ever seems to go as planned. I could just be dumb, but this is my first time like ever doing something like this. So I'm sorry if it's like something simple and I'm just like an absolute, you know, dummy for it. But I'm gonna take it off, see what's going on, and yeah, eventually I'll get this right. So give me a second. Okay, so I fixed the problem. I adjusted the throw a little bit. I made it a little bit shorter. But yeah, it is in, as you guys can see. It is in. The throws, they do feel a little bit shorter. I am gonna have to, as you can see, my shifter is a little bit mushy. I am gonna have to change some of the bushings and all that sort of stuff just to make it a little more crisp. But I do like the shorter throws. You know, dealing with the stock WRX transmission, I felt like it felt really long and just, I don't know, it's a nice change of pace, and I just can't stop shifting. But it seems like I can get into all gears, so that's good. I'm glad I can get into all gears. Hopefully I did a good job of explaining. I'm sorry if this isn't really like a good how-to video, but I did the best I could after a two-month-long break. So yeah, I'm gonna test drive this a little bit. I gotta get you guys on my head, and then we'll be off. Hopefully I can find all my, you know, attachments and all that for my GoPro. I don't know, but anyway, this took way longer than expected. I think this took, the camera says 48 minutes. But if you know what you're doing, this should be like a 15, I don't know, 20-minute job. But, you know, this was my first time ever doing something like this. And yeah, hopefully it was entertaining. Hopefully, you know, you guys enjoyed it. And hopefully I did a good job of explaining things here and there. I know there are people out there who go more into depth with stuff like this. But anyway, I'm gonna go test drive this. I gotta find my attachments to put you guys on my head. And yeah, let's get on the road. All right, so now since I got everything set up and all that, we are off. This is weird. Oh gosh, I'm not used to filming POV style, and it's just weird because it's just hanging in front of my face. But anyway, it's regardless. This video is about the short shifter that we just installed. To be honest, it's weird. It's really weird because I've been driving this car for I don't know how long, like at least a year and a couple months with the stock shifter and stock throws and all that sort of stuff. So for me to come and now have, you know, shorter throws and like crisper, I wouldn't say crisper shifts, but they're definitely shorter. It's just weird. I can't tell if I like it or not. I probably will end up liking it, but second to third is where you really feel like the shortness of the shifts. And I'm sorry I'm not really explaining it too well, but like I don't know what to say. This is the first time I ever dealt with any short shifters or anything like that. But I mean, I'm pretty happy with it. The install, you know, it would have gone quicker if you know what you're doing. Obviously I didn't know what I was doing. This is my first time ever doing it, but the install, quick and easy. I absolutely love the shifter. It's just weird. It's just weird to me because, yeah, obviously I told you I'm used to longer throws and all that, but you know, I'm pretty happy. Yeah, I seem to be getting into, you know, every gear all nice and fine. Like, I will have to end up changing the bushings just to make it a little more crisp and not as wobbly. As you can tell, it's in gear and it still wobbles like that. Hopefully I don't have to change my, what is it called, U-joint, knuckle joint, whatever you want to call it, because I don't want to deal with taking the pins out and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, we'll end up changing the bushings and I'll make a video on that in days to come. But yeah, I don't know what else to say. You know, it's good to be back, to be honest. Just taking a 2-month break. I really apologize. I'll go into everything, or I think I already did go into everything. Oh my gosh, this is really confusing me because I didn't make the video you guys watched last week. So I'm thinking like this video is coming out first, but the video I didn't make came out last week. So I'm sorry if I'm all over the place. This is just, I'm just really excited to be making videos again. All right, so I think that's probably the end of the video, to be honest. I really have nothing else to say. You know, we installed the short shifter, finally an install after so long. I know it's been long waited. I know it was kind of a small little install, but hey, it's an install nonetheless. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you are new to my channel, make sure you subscribe. As you can tell, I did a jump cut because I messed up my words. But anyways, guys, if you did enjoy the video, make sure you leave it a like. If you are new to my channel, make sure you subscribe. And as always, guys, I'll see each and every one of you in my next upload.